Welcome back, Mr. Miles. How you feeling?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good, man. Glad to see you looking real dapper.
Yes, sir.
To the
Yes,
good
sir.
news. Let's go through these questions, man. Take a deep breath. Let's get it. So, what inspired the All Minds Matter tour?
Mainly the dire need to self-advocate, being the change that I want to see in recognizing the underserved communities that I'm surrounded in, especially with being a student in Columbus, Georgia. Numbers don't lie. Unfortunately, we're extremely underserved. There's not a lot of, access to mental health care. There's not a lot of access to therapy. So to serve as someone who can directly link a child and their family to an RBT or to a behavioral therapy or to a school was everything to me. And that was the main point. I wanted to act, self-advocate, and teach.
Why was it important to center mental health and autism awareness?
Some may not know, but mental health awareness is now the top worldwide health concern. And I know part of mental health, it also comes with neurodivergence. With me being diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder and ADHD, I wanted it to, number one, be full circle, close to home. That's how I keep the drive. That's what keeps me going, because I know that I'm helping myself, my future, and people who are like me, just like me.
Now, earlier you said you wanted to be the change you wanted to see, right? What do you feel is missing in conversations surrounding young Black men and mental health?
Again, self-advocacy. I feel like a lot of the things that are being implemented are effective because we have a lot of people who aren't Black or who aren't in these underserved communities creating plans or treatments for those who are in those cities. You can't necessarily tell someone what they may like or may not like or what's best for them if you've never experienced something like them, or at least even invest in them. Because I don't want to go as far as to say you have to experience it to have the empathy or the wherewithal to understand how they may need the help, but you have to at least seek. And some don't even seek. They offensively kind of put on what they think that you should do, and they go based off that. And that's why it's simply not effective.
Remembering all those times we played music so loud. The sun sets down, never saw you come around. Remembering all those times we walked around this empty town. Remembering all those times that we felt we were so profound. Remembering all those times we played music so loud.
Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell me your connection to RJ.
My name is Cameron Edmond, and I'm RJ's line brother.
My name is Emmanuel James, and my connection to RJ is I'm his line brother.
To the good bros. Yo.
Yo.
What has being close to someone neurodivergent taught you?
Being close to someone neurodivergent has taught me love, patience, and understanding. Regardless of anything that's happened, regardless of how you feel towards somebody, just understanding that that's who they are, working with them and trying to come to an understanding with each other.
Really be patient, because I've never been this close to somebody who's neurodivergent before. So it was a little bit of a roller coaster, really understanding like initially how they respond to certain stuff, how they take certain things, but it was just a matter of just being patient and learning. It's not that they're ignorant to anything, it's just they have a little bit more time to process things more than I necessarily would and how I'm used to doing things. So I just had to necessarily be patient and work with that person, especially RJ.
Have your perspectives on autism and mental health changed over time?
Yes. Because one, just being around RJ is very outspoken, but he's also taught me a lot about like neurodivergence. I've been around them in certain aspects, but not really this close to where I actually got to learn how he is, how his mind is. He's very intelligent, but he's also a person who, if you say certain stuff, He's gonna take it a little bit more serious than most people. He looks at things way a little bit more deeper, especially when it comes down to principles.
You support RJ, right?
Yes.
So what does support look like in real life?
Support, showing up when you can. That's my way of supporting him. Anything he needs me to do, if I can be there, I'm gonna be there. Because in learning, being with him, that's one thing he values a lot. Definitely showing up when you can, not just showing up when it's convenient. Definitely just putting in effort to support him.
It was a tour. You had a lot of cities. Had a lot of fun, right?
Absolutely.
Good, good. I'm glad. Looking back at all the cities you visited, what stands out the most emotionally?
Columbus. Absolutely. The event that I did in collaboration with Eta Sigma Gamma of Columbus State University, to see over 100, and I recognized at least 30, 40 of those people out in the community because I'm very active downtown Columbus and on the yard. So to see that many people in the flesh, to see that many organizations, initiatives, companies really willing to invest in the future children, it was amazing to me. It was beautiful to see. I had never seen anything like it. And it was a step. It was my first event, physical, that required physical attendance. So I was taking a chance on, I guess you could say my stain, or whether people would invest in whatever I have to say. So it was my first time telling people, come on out. So that was definitely the most memorable.
Hi, I'm Paris from Paris Saniyah Bakery. I'm a CSU student and majoring in kinesiology.
And what's inspired your work in the community?
Well, I've always been in the kitchen baking with my grandmother, so applying that into a business is dear to me. And I've always wanted to see everybody smile and give back in any way that I can. So
Okay. What's it been like collaborating with RJ and the tour?
it's been eye-opening and inspiring, and RJ got me out of my comfort zone, and that's what I wanted. So here I am, and it's been inspiring and honoring to give back to the community through my business.
What do you wish more people understood about autism and neurodivergent individuals?
That it is lifelong, that though we still have resources, though that we still may go to behavioral therapy, and that there are ways to hold us accountable, it is lifelong. You have to just simply love them and be willing to go the extra mile, like I said in part one. It's really that simple.
So you've been on tour, been a lot of places, seen a lot. How has advocacy changed your relationship with yourself?
Definitely a confidence booster, and it also has given me a sense of resilience and professionalism. I've entered rooms that I never thought that I would be able to be in. Not even 2 weeks ago, the former mayor of Atlanta, Mrs. Keisha Lance Bottoms, she attended the Muskogee County Library on her Go Rights TV tour for her race for governor for Georgia. And I had the opportunity to interview her and ask her a few questions regarding mental health access, her plans for under her administration, and neurodivergent access. It was a beautiful experience to get to know her and pick at her head, because we need future leaders who put your mind first.
What reactions from students or community stood out to you?
Okay, I've definitely seen the impact of RJ's tour a lot. Even when he started doing his voter registration for advocating for autism, I definitely saw people that I knew have not voted before, and I've definitely seen them go out and vote and really make their voice heard. So that's one of the biggest things that stood out to me in this tour, and the impact it had on people.
How has RJ inspired or changed you personally?
RJ keeps it real with me. One thing about it is RJ ain't never not been there when I've been on my at my lowest. He's not never shown up whenever I needed something. He's always come whenever I was just in a place where I was confused and I did not know what to do. But RJ never relented on making sure that I was taken care of, but he also made sure that I had the right guidance to go forward. Because one thing about it is he did not play about anything when it came down to the longevity in your life, especially if he cares about you. If he cares about you, he's going to make sure he tells it to you straight up the way you need to hear it.
Where do I start? RJ's challenged me a lot, man. I'll say he's definitely made me care a lot more than I have had to, And it's not coming from a place of inconvenience. It's coming from he doesn't let the little things slide. If I'm trying to find a way to word it. If he feels like I'm slipping up and not doing what I need to do as a friend or as a person, he's going to challenge me, and I appreciate it. I will say that he's definitely made me grow as a person, and definitely has made my heart grow a little more than what it was.
Doing the work and educating yourself and educating others. What were some of the hardest moments behind the scenes?
I'll be honest. Sometimes some people, it just falls on deaf ears, and that's okay. Everyone's not going to get it, and that's something that as a philanthropist I had to learn regardless. Some people just aren't going to get it. There's checks and balances in life. There's the rich, there's the poor, there's the obese, there's the skinny. Like everyone plays their role. So some people just genuinely may not care about what goes on around them. However, in my mind, I would never, I'm just not a passive person. I'm a very strong personality. So it kind of just icks me a little bit, but it definitely hurts when it falls on deaf ears or when you feel like, this is something that's definitely worth investing, especially if it's someone that you may know, someone that you're close with, or any other time you may want something, but it's time to advocate or educate, it falls on deaf ears. I just feel like it has a lot to do with priorities. Us as humanity has lost the plot.
Now, during those times, did you ever question whether you wanted to keep going? Or?
No, because regardless of how the world perceives it, I know why I'm doing it. There's nothing in this world that can ever make me stop advocating for mental health awareness or autism awareness. It could be one view on this interview, and I will still keep reposting it every day and tagging you, Sheen.
Thanks. What does being the change you want to see mean to you?
Being the change you want to see means doing the work. Get out there. Don't just talk about it. Do the work, man. If it's true, near and true to your heart, you need to be probably the first line of people see making the change for it. A lot of times people will post about it, people will talk about it, but nobody's actually doing anything. If you want to be the change, you have to get out there and actually make it personal to you.
What does all minds matter truly mean to you today?
To me, all minds matter regardless, which is why I split it into part two for autism and mental health as a general cause. Mental health is for drug awareness, abuse, trauma, PTSD, autism awareness, neurodivergence, Down syndrome, BPD. I just wanted everyone everywhere to understand that they're seen, they're valued, and they're heard, regardless of your circumstances. You are not a nut job, you are not crazy. You are suffering from a mental health crisis and you just need the access to resources. Simple as that. Especially when the growing rate is now at 45%. I promise you there are more people like you and going through the same thing that you are than you think. So when you're out here saying, well, I don't want to do this or I don't want to do that, you're only hurting yourself. Be the change you want to see.
As a CSU peer, why does mental health advocacy matter on college campuses?
I think mental health advocacy matters on campus because it's a way to let students know that it's okay to use the resources around you. It's okay to talk about how you feel. As a student myself, I know that life can get busy and life can get, hectic, and it's a lot. And so it's okay to take time for yourself and talk to someone.
What advice would you give young men struggling silently?
Struggling silently. Always know somebody cares. even if you feel like it's a burden or if it's nobody would care about what you have to say, if anyone that cares is true and that loves you cares. So speak up, don't hold it in, and really express yourself to those around you.
From a brother who has always been quiet, didn't talk about anything, never talked to anybody about nothing going on with his life. Do not be afraid to speak. Everybody's not the person to go to, but you have people that you can go to. Go to the right people. You can't go to everybody about everything. Don't be silent. Being silent, closed mouths don't get fed. And you can never handle conflict quiet.
Now the tour is over, unfortunately, but how do you want the community to keep this movement alive?
By number one, self-advocating. If you're going through something, go to therapy. Go to that peer that you feel like you can relate to the most and won't tell your business. Go to your parents. Go to your educator if you're sinking in that class. For some reason, and I can say this a lot with my own personal generation, ego. Ego is going to be the death of me, even me in my generation. You got to put that pride aside. Everyone has highs and everyone has lows, but you're only going to get better if you want to get better. So it starts with self-advocacy. Like former Mayor Keisha Lance Bottom said, it also starts with education. There are a lot of just simply uninformed individuals. So putting this information in their face, giving them the tools and hoping that they use it, you have to meet us halfway. You have to do the work as well. So while I am creating ways and avenues for it to be seen, you have to take the step and want to be seen as well. 50-50.
Last question. What impact do you hope this movement leaves on the youth culture?
On the youth culture, bring back legacy. Bring back wanting to do something because it's meaningful. I feel like we're in the era of just cause, deep fakes, you can't tell what's really real, attention seeking, nobody's having shame, morals. So I'm not saying that I'm, the cleanest guy ever, but at least I have a legacy to stand on and I'm doing the work. I don't mind bumping my head 1,000 times in front of y'all to show you that the work is being done, because what is everyone else doing? Someone has to do it. And I just wish there was more people doing it with me. That's all.
Hey, that wraps up this one, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate everything you've done. And keep the work going, man.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. And I just wanted to make sure I thanked every single one of you who is watching this right now today. It does not go unseen. I am truly grateful for this experience. This is the most memorable experience of my entire life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for every like, reshare, repost, and every investment in this tour. I truly appreciate it. Out.
Thank you to Miles Ahead for allowing me to be a part of this mental health awareness tour. And
Shout out RJ, got me out here, man. The suit looking good. Shout out my pro fight scene, man. The camera work behind it. Shout out my chapter. Shout out everybody, man. Love.
Shouts out my LB, man. The fact that you doing this right now, brother, is a real big achievement. I'm proud of you. I love you. Everybody who's involved and helped out my line brother, I really appreciate every single one of y'all. Because one thing about it is he shows up for me like way more than anybody can understand. And the fact that y'all showing him this much love, it's made his year. It really has made his year. And I really appreciate everybody who's shown the support and love for RJ throughout this whole journey. And again, LB, proud of you. You going big, my dog.